Timor-Leste's economic growth for 2026 is projected to reach 5% according to an official report from the Central Bank of Timor-Leste. Government spending, however, still exceeds revenue, particularly on imports.
Setting the platform for a sustainable economic future. Government officials and private sector leaders gathered at a forum hosted by the Central Bank of Timor-Leste, BCTL, to find solutions to help Timor-Leste break away from its economic dependence on imports.
When you look at the economic structure of Timor-Leste, we see in recent years no change, that our economy will still be dominated by the public sector. Imports will be large, while the private sector will be small.
Economic growth is projected to increase from 4.3% in 2024 to 4.6% in 2025 and 5% in 2026. But spending on imports remains high, causing significant capital outflows. The central bank sees both opportunities and risks.
For the private sector, this can be seen as an opportunity, while for the government, it is considered a challenge in the sense of how to keep the money in the country.
BCTL also highlighted that Timor-Leste's 5 largest imports are fuel, valued at $207.8 million, vehicles valued at $115 million, grains valued at $66.3 million, machinery valued at $63.6 million, and electrical equipment valued at $51.1 million. Meanwhile, Timor-Leste's non-oil exports are valued at $41 million, consisting primarily of coffee, valued at $35.8 million, while other agricultural products are still limited. Prime Minister Sanana Gusmao insisted that the central bank report be widely disseminated as a warning and urged the private sectors to take initiative in leading the economic growth.
To the private sector, you must seize this opportunity. If we want our economy development to the progress smoothly, private sector must take the initiative.
The president of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Timor-Leste highlighted the obstacles experienced so far that have led to weak investment for the private sector.
Structural barriers include limited access to finance, underdeveloped infrastructure, small domestic markets, and regulatory restrictions continue to impede the private sector.
He also emphasized that productivity remains low due to weak external competitiveness.
These challenges are compounded by a restricted productive base and weak external competitiveness, limiting private sector expensive to high value and high productivity activities.
Of the $2.6 billion allocated in the state budget in 2025, $1.12 billion was used for imports.
Non-oil domestic revenues increased to $313 million in 2025. Although this is not enough for the total amount of money we spent on salaries. Although our domestic revenues have increased, our dependence on oil will remain 82.7%.
Plans are underway to establish a national development bank targeting micro and small enterprises.
The National Development Bank to be established aims to provide assistance primarily to micro and small businesses. Many women who have excellent production capabilities lack power, so the private sector must pay attention to this.
The private sector's focus is now on micro, small, and medium enterprises.
Our focus now is on micro, small, and medium enterprises, especially for young people who are just entering business. Pay close attention to women who are doing business and motivate and encourage them to participate better.
Tourism is another focus as the government urges municipalities to promote community-based tourism and locally sourced food. Jagades, Domingos de Deus, RTTL World News.